What's the deal, YouTube? This is Sam Mac Boxing TV, and I'm back again with another commentary to talk some more boxing with my people. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you can stay notified when I drop some more heat on you. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get to the funk with this because I have kind of held out on this for a little bit with making videos and stuff because it's just been stuff happening just back to back to back to back. So I just finally said, forget it. I'm gonna go ahead and just drop this video because I'm just kind of just sick and tired of just seeing nonsense with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and address this today. The WBC, World Boxing Council. So it's just been a whole whirlwind of just foolery when it comes to the WBC. So the WBC comes out today and announces that they're in the process of developing a brand new weight class called Bridger weight. And I guess this is supposed to be some new weight class in between cruiserweight and heavyweight. And the limit goes up to about 224, 225 pounds. This is stupid. It's just like, why are you guys creating more belts just to add to more confusion than it already is within the sport? This is the type of stuff that turns fans away. Just when boxing is starting to get hot again and get on the right track to bring the fans back, then the WBC wants to go and pull nonsense like this. So you have them creating this new belt, this new weight division that didn't nobody ask for, that didn't nobody really express no interest in being a part of. It's just all to collect sanctioning fees and money. That's all the WBC is about, just so they can make their money. But what they don't understand is them doing this is ruining the history of the championship. And it's killing the history of every great fighter that has ever held a WBC championship belt. Especially when it comes to the heavyweight division, because heavyweight is heavyweight. The limit for heavyweight is 201 pounds and up. So anything 201 pounds and above is free game. That's how it's always been. That's how it always should be. It's not like how with the smaller weight classes where there's a strict weight limit that both fighters have to meet in order to have a legit contest. Heavyweight, it doesn't matter. The weight class, the weight limit is unlimited. So you can have a guy go in there who's 205 pounds and can very well go up against somebody that may be 235, 240, even 250. But heavyweight is heavyweight, so there's no limit on the weight. That's why you see bigger punches and more knockouts in the heavyweight division. Because that's what it's for. That's what it's known for. It's the land of the giants. But Mauricio Suleiman wants to create new weight divisions just to turn away boxing fans and turn them off from the sport, as if there's not enough confusion in it as it is. And then that brings me to my next point with the WBC and this franchise French fries title that they created. And Mauricio Suleiman has gone on record on video and said the franchise title is not a belt. It's a designation of certain fighters who show that they're worthy of being a franchise person, whatever. But anyway, besides the point, Suleiman says that it's not a belt that can be contested for. But there's a contradiction on that, because when just a couple weeks ago, when the Teofimo Lopez and Vasyl Lomachenko fight happened for the unified lightweight title, ESPN and Top Rank were pushing this as an undisputed title fight because that WBC French fries title was on the line. And then after the fight's over, they have a WBC French fries belt with the damn Top Rank logo on it. But according to the WBC, the French fries title wasn't the real belt. And it wasn't something that was transferable from person to person. So now all of a sudden, Teofimo Lopez wins a unified title and he's considered undisputed, completely glazing over the fact that Devin Haney is the reigning WBC lightweight champion. So That's just adding confusion there. So you have this franchise French fries champion, which is not even a real champion. You have the regular champion. Then you have an interim champion who is basically like the number one contender, I guess, if you want to call it. Or just a person who would be the champion in the event that the regular champion is incapable of defending his title. The interim will be the next up. Then the WBC also has the silver belt, which is like kind of sort of a number one contendership belt, if you want to call it that. Anyway, and then they got this damn belt that they just made for the Roy Jones Mike Tyson exhibition, and they decided they were going to slap Black Lives Matter on the belt and call it the Battleground or the Frontline Battle Belt. Didn't nobody ask for that shit? Like, the WBC is just showing how greedy this sanctioning body is. We beat crooks, WBC. That's the best way to describe them. Because if any way they can get a buck off of the sport of boxing, whether it's attaching the name to exhibition bouts and creating little trinket belts, or if they're wanting to get involved with some type of other strange fight, like they got involved with the Mayweather-McGregor fight, and they created the money belt for the winner of that. Okay, what the fuck is a money belt? Oh, excuse my language. What the heck is a money belt? Like, what was the point of that? They just did that so they can acquire more sanctioning fees and more money to their sanctioning body. It's just so that they can draw attraction to their brand and confuse the boxing fans even more. Like, the WBC really need to get it together, because they're really just killing all kind of credibility for their sanctioning body, and they're just making their belts to be where they're not really worth nothing. Like, it's becoming pointless. It's becoming really pointless to win a WBC belt at this point, because you go to win a belt because of its prestige, but the WBC is like, oh, you get a belt, you get a belt, you get a belt. So what's the point in even trying to go through their rankings and win a belt when you got 4 different belts within one sanctioning body, that you have 4 different guys walking around claiming they're champ? No. Shoot, back in the day, we didn't see all that. Shoot, go back. See, I'm a little bit younger, so my era was the 90s. So you would see guys, and this was before the WBO was even counted. So you had the WBA, the IBF, and the WBC. Guys back in them days wanted to be the king of the hill. So you didn't see, a bunch of guys with all of these little trinket belts and like, oh, here, I want that one, or I want that one. No. Whoever got a belt, they wanted to be the king of the hill. That's the point of boxing. Since boxing has 4 sanctioning bodies, if you want to be the man in that division, you got to clean out and collect all the belts. As simple as that. But it's becoming more of a task and more of a struggle to become undisputed in this generation, because you have sanctioning bodies like the WBC who make these unnecessary belts that nobody called for, nobody asked for, and just making it an even more difficult task to become undisputed. It's just ridiculous, man. Nobody wants to see that. Stop making all these damn belts confusing the fans. And then when you get asked about it, and then we go on YouTube and look for an explanation, you got 3 different answers. So it's not a belt, but then it is a belt, and then it's not a belt. Like, which one is it, man? I'm sick of this shit with the WBC, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you, as boxing fans, are tired of all of this confusion when it comes to champions in boxing, especially the WBC. And I dropped the video previously on my channel just explaining the confusion with the championships in boxing. But the WBC doesn't seem to care what the fans think, or the people that are getting into boxing that are trying to understand how the championship system works. It's not helping them at all. It's not. Because you have greedy promoters and greedy sanctioning bodies that just want money and sanctioning fees. They don't care about... It's just killing the legitimacy of the sanctioning body. So I just want to know what my people think. You guys think the WBC is just going overboard with all these BS titles? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Until next time, this is Sam Mac Boxing TV. Peace.